another news-packed week for the auto world. Here's a look at some of the big stories.
BMW previewed their soon-to-be launched all-new 7 Series in Delhi. BMW will sell 3 models in India: the 730LD, the 740Li and the 750Li. The 750Li is available starting now at 93 lakh rupees, and the other 2 models will go on sale later this year. Buoyed by its successful sales, Chevy has announced the launch of an automatic variant of its soft-roader called the Captiva Automatic Plus. The car features a 5-speed auto box and will cost 20.3 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi. With the Swift, Maruti Suzuki gave India a hatchback that was both reliable and fun to drive. Now, while a new one is always a good bet, this car has been around in the Indian market long enough to have some decent second-hand options floating around. Here's what you need to know if you're going to buy a second-hand Swift. So what should you look out for while buying one of these second-hand? Well, for starters, this is still a relatively recent car. And if you find one for sale, figure out why the owner wants to sell one. I mean, you don't want to buy it and then find out that he used it to smuggle drugs or something. Now, another thing you might want to check out is Maruti's notorious build quality issues. Marutis sound fine when they arrive, but 6 months later you'll have an entire orchestra of squeaks and rattles around the cabin. So before you buy one second hand, you might want to get to the root of any odd sounds you might hear. Now, the good news is that the build quality problems that the Swift has doesn't extend to the engine. The 1.3-litre petrol unit on the Swift is a solid little thing, and it gives the car a fair amount of power for its size, making this car a blast to drive. Here's what it would cost you to replace a couple of key parts on your second-hand Swift. Replacing the front bumper will put you back by 1700 rupees, and work on the rear bumper will cost you 1500. A cracked headlamp will cost you 3000 rupees to replace, but fortunately a broken tail lamp can be changed for just 1100 rupees. Wing mirrors will cost you 1450 each. So that's it really. There isn't much else to look out for because the Swift is a pretty uncomplicated car. You should be able to pick one up for anywhere between 2.8 to 3.5 lakh rupees for a good mid-range VXI model. If you find one for that price, our advice is pick it up.
Everybody loves good chase sequences, screaming medals, squealing tires, and occasionally some serious spills. But there are some movie car chase sequences that tower above the rest. Rohan Joshi picks his favorite chases of all time. Have a look.
Now, movies and cars, they go together like bread and butter. I mean, think of it as really fast bread and really fast butter. And an action film really isn't an action film unless it's got at least one kick-ass car chase. You know, the sort that has tires smoking, metal grinding, stuff like that. And today we've decided to pick our 5 favorite car chases of all time. Kicking off the list are these 2 movies: The French Connection and Gone in 60 Seconds.
The only reason this climatic chase sequence isn't higher on the list is because it isn't really a car chase, but a train chase. But hey, it's still brilliant. The chase took more than 5 weeks to film, and all those crashes you see Gene Hackman's Pontiac Le Mans car get into, they were all unplanned. The producers built 12 replicas of Eleanor, the almost mythical Shelby Mustang Nick Cage drives in this insanely paced chase. Cage even attended a stunt driving school before the movie and did a lot of the actual driving in this chase. How's that for method acting?
140 miles an hour. 160. He's gone.
For this over-the-top chase, the Wachowskis actually built the 2-mile highway loop it was filmed on, and General Motors provided 400 cars for the shoot, and I guess it's no surprise that not one of them survived to tell the tale. This chase sees King of Cool Steve McQueen kicking it old school, doing what he did best, driving his 1968 Mustang Fastback hard and fast. McQueen was always a racer first and an actor second, and in this chase you got to wonder which of the two personalities we're actually looking at.
When it came to picking our favorite car chase of them all, much blood was spilled, many tears were shed, and now guys on our team aren't talking to each other anymore. But in the end we agreed that there's only one film that gets that honor. This one, John Frankenheimer's spy flick Ronin. It's got a car chase with Audis flying through the streets of France, people jumping everywhere, and one hell of an explosion. If you call yourself a petrol head, you owe it to yourself to rent this one.
For all that driving through the claustrophobic streets of Nice, all the stunt driving was done by F1 driver Jean-Pierre Jarier. Just look at it. Fast, furious, intense. This really is the perfect car chase.